Yeah! We're back, bitches!
We're back! We're back. We are here with the podcast bringing you an update that we are coming back with a lot of new content and a lot of new shows on our podcast channel. And we're going to be discussing topics in and throughout the county, out through North America, and throughout the world. And it's going to be insane and it's going to be huge. And we love to have your support. All your support is very much needed and loved. And we thank each and every single one of you for all that you do for us and our amazing fan base out there. So without further ado, let's get this shit started. We hit 100 subscribers.
We did!
We did it!
That was close to what we wanted to do, but
anyway. Yes, we hit 100 subscribers and we cannot thank you enough. Thank you for sharing, for liking, and giving us all the support. It's so much appreciated and we can't thank you all enough. So, we love you guys. And we hope that you will continue to support us throughout all the content we're releasing this year for the year of 2019 and on. And without further ado, let's get into what we want to discuss.
Alright, so first of all, what we're actually doing this time around. I know that we kind of, last year, did we even do any of the podcasts last year?
We hardly did any podcasts last year, really.
I don't think we did any because wasn't the fire in like maybe, no, it was in like December, wasn't it?
Yeah, the fire, my accidental mishap with the apartment was in December, and it was very cold, and that really put us in a very tough situation to actually be able to release great content to you guys. So,
yep.
We have the apartment fixed. I'm back. The Ron Jeremy porno did not happen.
Thank God.
Thank you. But we're back. Actually, as a matter of fact,
actually, I think we need to come back straight.
Straight?
We're going straight.
Is there something you want to tell us, Chase? Anyways, but
Ron Jeremy touched me in places.
No.
Yeah. Alright, so right now this is like the standard, like what you guys was getting for a while. Like the standard, I guess, setup that we used for a long time. And it's not really going to stay this way. This is just because it's very cold and heating the apartment doesn't work, does it, Cody?
No.
Hey, Cody, what do we almost do?
I almost set the apartment on fire.
Smoke's almost cleared out now. So, we're having to wait for it to warm up. That way we can more or less use fans and air conditioners instead of relying on heat. So basically, we've been working really hard to bring you guys better content. Like, for instance, we can now shoot in 4K. We got a camera that does 4K now, which we're not doing right now.
Hey, that's the shit you found on Netflix.
Yeah, we're not filming in 4K right now. This is just my phone like it used to be. But we got a camera that'll shoot 4K. We upgraded all the audio equipment. We're working on some other stuff. We're bringing in like crazy shit for you guys. We're making teleprompters and everything. We want to bring you the best content possible, which you're going to end up seeing all that probably around about March, April, somewhere around that. Like I say, as soon as it warms up, we're going to get on that. And also we have things planned all the way through to June. We're going to start releasing more comedy videos like the one we just put out, as well as bringing back the...
we may even see Agnes along with some of her friends, perhaps.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things planned for you guys. Dates already planned and everything there, so this time it is happening. I know we've made a lot of promises in the past and things got in the way. This isn't going to happen this time.
And just in case you missed the last video, the previous one, where you get to meet Agnes, that link will be down in the description.
Yes, it will. You need to watch that.
It's pretty good. It was a big hit. I think that video was really what boosted us to hit 100.
The only other video I think that will like keep its lead over top of that one is maybe the Snapped video, the Snapchat.
Yes, we have all more Snapped coming, a lot of more horror and blood.
We were supposed to have one this time. We were supposed to have one for Valentine's Day, and everybody except for one person pretty much backed out.
So that
and it sucks. And that person was the lead. They told me they'd do it, and then just pretty much just quit replying to me. I don't know what happened.
Along with replies, above all else, if you yourself are inspired or intrigued in getting into acting, or if you know actors or models that are your friends, help us, send them our way. We need as many of them as possible. We need to open up and broaden our horizons with this. So if you yourself are interested in acting, if you yourself know of any people that are interested in acting or helping out with movie sets, movie scripts, etc., send them our way, because we need as many people as we can get, and it's much appreciated.
You see that shit?
I did.
Anyway, I guess we'll get on a couple topics now.
Right.
Probably the one we should start with first is the one that I've seen everywhere, and that's the zombie deer.
The zombie deer. The Walking Dead has come alive, folks.
Okay, for one, from what I found, it's not even really it's not a zombie in what
virus.
we consider.
It's not like, you know,
It's
not
been
like,
around since the 60s. It's basically like mad cow disease.
Yeah, I had looked it up, and it's been around since 1967.
But how awesome would that be, though, to have a zombie apocalypse start from deer? West Virginia would be absolutely
We would be done for.
That'd be it for us, man. We'd be like ground zero.
I mean, because
of the
our
epidemic.
Our cultural tradition in this state is hunting. You know, a lot of our food comes from deer.
Oh, damn.
So that would really be, we would be screwed.
Cody, you got your phone?
I do have my phone.
Maybe record this shit. What the hell's going on?
But more importantly, honestly, I don't think that the zombie deer virus is going to affect, you know, humans
They've
in
got
any
all
way.
of Main Street blocked off. You rolling on this, Cody?
I'm trying to, okay. I really don't think it's going to affect us in that big of a way, because it's been around since the 60s, and if it was going to affect us, it would have already done it. But between the time period of here and now.
Wonder what caught on fire.
I mean, I couldn't imagine being infected by a deer. I mean,
I can kind of tell where it's at.
I feel like that's something you would find on a Rick and Morty episode.
Rabid deer just...
Rabid deer.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
I don't think it's going to affect us. I really don't.
No, the only thing is that it was kind of transferable to chimpanzees. Kind of. Like, it took a lot for them to actually kind of manifest it. But we actually got, it's basically just a neurological disorder. Like, we got stuff like that in humans now.
I mean, what if instead of deer it was zombie chimpanzees?
I think that would be a lot easier to spread to humans, I believe. Because they're a lot closer related to us than deer are.
I mean, they already throw their own shit, so I don't see why.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Weaponized airborne warfare right there.
Airborne warfare. They're just a monkey.
Okay, so
Like, oh my god, Carl, no. Next, I think will probably make a very good headliner for the video. It's a big one around the West Virginia teacher strike.
yes.
Do you stand with or against them?
Yeah, let us know down below in the comments, because I'm really... What are they actually striking over this time? I've heard so many different stories.
Basically, for our viewers and fans throughout that are out of the state, basically we're having a problem here where I'm not too educated on this, so pardon me if I speak wrong on it. But apparently there's a lot of financial crisis about it. Teachers aren't getting paid enough for what they're doing, and they're threatening to take away their pay. But not only are they threatening to take away their pay, but they're talking about opening charter schools, I believe, and that would be taking away their... I don't know.
I think the way that Trump signed a education bill whenever he first got into office or something, one of his executive orders or something. I can't remember what it was. But I remember it being that basically that because the way the school's funding is calculated is how many kids live within the area of that school. And so basically it would transfer like the money to the charter schools instead. But that would really, because charter schools would already be favored anyways and have their own kind of public or not public, but like private funding and stuff.
But now I can tell that since it's different from the first strike, because the first strike, it was about the money. But now this strike, the teachers are primarily marching over the students.
It has something to do with the bill that was in session at the time. And I believe somebody told me that bill was the same thing they've been thinking about doing for years. And that's cutting the requirements to be a teacher. Like if you've got a bachelor's degree in anything, you can start teaching like that, which is not really something that we want, because you see that in a lot of these really run down like inner city schools and stuff, because they can't keep enough teachers because the funding is so low and there's so many dangers involved with it.
Personally, I stand with the teachers, 55 strong. I do stand with the teachers and support the teachers. I do believe that all of the people that are over that are doing the teachers and the students very dirty and very wrong. Recently, it just happened. They voted to kill the bill, but right before they put it through, a lot of them pulled their votes in hopes that it would go under the radar of the teachers, and I think that is insanely dirty and wrong. Yeah, or something. I'm not too educated on this, so if I say something wrong, I apologize.
It is all over the place on Facebook.
I mean, literally everywhere. It is my news feed right now.
And
it went from memes to teachers.
It all the stories kind of vary, if you notice. Like, nobody really knows what
the is going on.
Yeah.
People are fighting, to get the students back into school. People are supporting the teachers, and the teachers are standing by their students. People are fighting for the money. It's all honestly a big cluster in a shit pot that is being stirred by, in my opinion, very greedy political people.
Sorry for the flickering light, by the way. I notice every time I touch my brakes or anything, this light here flickers.
I mean, it's so corrupt, and my support is with the teachers. That is where I stand.
I think really we just need a reform on everything.
Yeah.
Like go back to the drawing board on the education laws, on hell, even some of our basics of government, man. A lot of it needs
redone, rewritten, redone.
Not saying that our government is completely fucked up, but like one thing I completely support is like term limits on Congress. Like that needs to definitely be a thing, because we've had these same guys in office year after year after year who wins because they've got certain people in their pocket.
I also think that a certain amount of money, after a certain point, I believe that our political people, our politicians, are making a bit too much money.
Oh yeah.
Way too much money. And I think some of it needs to start coming back to us, because they're sucking us, the public, dry. I mean, clean. And I personally don't believe that that's right. But what do you think? Let us know what you think. And if there's something that you would like us to discuss about politics or something that's going on throughout the world, whether it be about Trump, the wall, something that's going on across the world, let us know. And we will most likely cover it and talk about it and discuss it.
Oh no, it's just another brick in the wall.
Alright, so our next topic, a lot of stuff has went down between the time frame of here and in the past, between our previous. One thing that we would like to hit on, we'd like to ask that everybody has a moment of silence and give a big shout out to a man who really, honestly, evolutionized the cartoon world forever, and that is the creator of SpongeBob, Steve
Hillenburg.
Steve Hillenburg.
I believe that's how you say it. Don't crucify me if I'm wrong, but
honestly, oh my god, it hit me really hard. It really, really did, because SpongeBob was literally my childhood, and I still to this day am a fan of SpongeBob, and I will fight somebody over SpongeBob. Don't at me.
Yeah, me and my grandfather, man, we used to watch him all the time. I mean, there was a summer I stayed with him completely, and we was constantly watching
SpongeBob really did. It was a show beyond its years. It was a show beyond the imagination of a child. It was hilarious. It was great. It had Pantera in it, which is a badass rock band, metal band. And we just wanted to give our condolences to the man with the plan.
Yeah, I
Rest in
know.
peace.
I know it's kind of old news, but
And I'm very pissed at Maroon 5. Hashtag,
those guys.
hashtag if you share this, hashtag boycott Maroon 5 for f***ing up
assholes.
for f***ing up Sweet Victory.
Everyone involved, even the I don't even keep up with sports. Whoever played that, boycott those fuckers too. They knew what was going to happen.
They knew. But I was really disappointed by the Super Bowl. Whatever your opinion is on the Super Bowl, let us know. I was really expecting something great, and you let us down.
So, also in
down.
tribute of Steve Hillenberg, go put on Sweet Victory by David Isley.
I will do that, Chase. I will do that. For you, Steven. For you, my man. But yeah.
Do they still have things blocked off over here?
Also, between here and now, we also have another loss. Please have a moment of silence. This one really did not... It really affected me in a deep emotional way, and I did not think that it would. But,
They still got blocked off.
I would like to have a moment of silence. Rest in peace for the Mars rover.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
terrible.
God. Oh my God. The Mars rover, man, it was sent up there for just a short little mission. It wasn't supposed to be up there within the time frame that 15 years?
Something like that, yeah.
It was only supposed to be up there for a limited time, but that stayed up there and he collected so much information for us.
He did his job regardless of what anybody thought of him. He did not give a damn.
It would sing happy birthday to itself on the day that it was created. Fun fact for you. And its last words, a sandstorm had come, it had hit it, its battery life was getting low, and its last words were, and I quote, what was it again? My battery life is low, and it's getting dark out. That is some deep poetical shit.
I think that's enough to mess anybody up, man. What is on
And he was
fire?
alone up there, all by himself, man. In case you don't know, off the camera, there is a fire in downtown Madison right now.
You want to try to get a little bit of it on footage here?
Let's see if I can get us a little snapshot from Progressive.
Can you pick up on the smoke?
Yeah.
I can't figure out what's on fire. They've got Main Street blocked off, so I can't actually go down there and see.
I know it's beside the library.
I'm trying to think. I used to live there on Main Street. That's why I'm wanting to find out what it is. Let's see if this other place will give us a better vantage point.
But rest in peace, Stephen and the Mars rover.
Oh. Don't even tell me, man. Hold on. I want to make sure before I say anything. No, don't even tell me, man.
It looks like it's the, yeah.
Dude, I used to live there.
Oh no, rest in peace.
For real, man. I spent like the first 8 years of my life there. Oh, man. I bet it got the other buildings and everything, man.
Alright, everybody, in case you just missed it, let me see if we can get y'all in here and situated. There we go. You'll see some of the footage once he edits it in there. It was Chase's actual old apartment. It was where he grew up. He was born.
I spent the first 8 years of my life there. I think I was 8 whenever we moved there.
That's where he was born, and that's where he was raised for the first 8 years of his life. So,
there for a long time. It's kind of sad to see it that way, man.
A little emotional.
Not everything was a good memory in that apartment, but you know, there was some really good memories.
Not only was it where he grew up, but that was where our first podcast
Yeah, that's weird that
was.
we parked right across from that
Right
building.
there. If you remember the first podcast, you can probably find the link to it down below.
Yeah, except for there's no footage, so we can't actually show you. Hey,
Yeah,
this
that
was
was
that.
before
It was
it's
all
progressed.
pictures.
Yes, it was pictures. And that's where we was parked. It was during the fair.
Yeah, like if you go by it and see, like I say, you'll see in the footage there. I used to sit in that window and just watch everything. You know, I watched all kinds of. It's Main Street, so there was all kinds of crazy shit I was watching. Play on the back balcony of that place, man, because we didn't have a yard. It's crazy, man. For a long time.
Definitely wasn't expected.
Yeah, for a long time, that was really all I knew was that apartment. And then once I started school, I knew school in that apartment. We didn't really, unless my grandparents came down, we really just stayed there most of the time. Yeah, I think we talked about just about everything we need to talk about, don't you think?
Yeah, I believe that we have covered everything.
Even
We covered a very good broad horizon of all the things for our updated video. So as we sit here parked and in the shadow of the flames of a great past, I believe we bid our farewell, and we look forward to seeing your support. Always remember to like and share. It helps us out. If you know any actors, or if you would like to act yourself, please hit one of us up, comment on the video. We'd love to consider you. A lot more great quality and content coming.
Once again, with this time we're sticking to it. We got everything planned. Unless something major comes up, a new video will be up like this every Wednesday.
So remember,
And the rebrand is coming. It isn't going to be like this every time. Next one will actually probably be in my office. Just, I got to go to work tomorrow. We're literally filming this the night before it goes out. This is Tuesday night. But I was adamant on keeping my word to you guys. We want to film this. I'm tired. I got to be back in tomorrow morning. I'm working 10 hours a day on average. And you know, but I want to bring you guys the content. And I love making stuff for you guys.
and remember, this dude worked his ass off and got a 4K camera. That is excellent quality. So
Might even get us a second one, who knows? A lot of good stuff is coming. We've got, even though we don't have them scheduled, we've even got short films and stuff coming. Especially, I know we say this every time, especially in October, okay? A lot of stuff coming in October.
loads of stuff. So if you're a fan of the paranormal, horror, and gore, you've come to the right. It's blurry. You've come to the right place.
Everything's so blurry and everyone's so fake. I can hold my nose and sound just like him.
So, without further ado, support the teachers, 55 strong. Rest in peace to Stephen and the Mars Rover and the Main Street apartment. Sad, but that's what we'll leave you off with. So without
Love,
further
peace,
ado,
and rock and roll. You guys stay safe out there.
bye-bye.